You're looking at my 1966 Buick Skylark Gran Sport convertible. This is a classic example of a 60s GM A-body. The 60s GM A-bodies are considered by many collectors as the best looking car that GM's ever made. And this particular Buick is often called the GTO of Buicks. It's a great driving car. It's very smooth, it's quiet, and it's reliable. I've owned a number of classic cars over many years, and none of them have ever driven any better than this one. As you can see, the convertible top on this little GS is in great shape and it works very well mechanically. This car has a nice paint job. It's a repaint of the original blue mist color that came on the car. The car is mostly original. There are a few exceptions. The steering wheel, the tires, the exhaust has been redone. There is an electric fan, however I never use it. I've never needed it. I've used it as a test only. The car stays nice and cool even in hot Texas weather. And there are air shocks on the car. The chassis is extra clean on this car. One of the cleanest of my old cars and the many old cars that I've owned. The engine on this car is a 401 nailhead. This is a tried and true old Buick engine, often used by hot rodders even today. The engine had a total rebuild about 5,000 miles back, and I have all the receipts for that. It was at board 40 over and completely gone through at that time. You'll notice the badging on the engine says 445 Wildcat. That's because Buick was so proud of the 445 foot-pounds of torque on this engine, they decided to a 445 rather than a 401. The transmission on the car is what's known as a super turbine. It's a 2-speed, very smooth shifting, nice working transmission. It's a great documentation that I have for the car. When I acquired the car, I received a large notebook with receipts dating back to about 1990. I also have the original Protecto plate, the original owner's manual and warranty book, and a manual for the top and a color chart. The wheels are original Buick wheels that have been re-chromed, and I think they look great on this vehicle. The suspension on this car have been rebuilt, completely rebuilt to stock specs. The exception to that is the rear air shocks. This is great stuff. You usually don't get this with an old car like this.